Hi, hello, and welcome you to my channel Two Wheels Travel Wanderer. This is Prince Solomon. So, today we are going to discuss an important topic which is about the COVID 19 or else the coronavirus vaccine. Most of the people does not understand first how a vaccine works normally. On the other hand, they have a different thought that vaccines are something harmful which is going to create some illness or which is going to have side effects in your human body, which is not. So I'm here to clarify what is a vaccine, how it actually works, different types of vaccines for COVID or coronaviruses. And before we enter, if you are a first time visitor to my channel, I please ask you to subscribe and click on the bell icon button for instant updates. So let's get into our video. First of all, COVID 19 virus is nothing but a different form or else like an advanced form of SARS 2 virus. First of all, what is a vaccine? I'm not going to go in terms of the biological term and explain what is a vaccine. So let me put in just simple words. A vaccine is something just the collected parts of a virus, or else on the other hand we can just say the memories of an virus that is being injected into our body. Now what? Don't get panic. Let me complete. So, when I mention about memories or parts of viruses which are immobilized, those are injected into our body through injection or syringe. Why do we have to do that first? So, before getting into that, we need to understand what and how an infection happens. When any virus or worm enter into our body, they just stay in our body and they just multiply. That invasion is called infection. To fight that, we have our immune system. So our immune system uses multiple strategies and methods and different kinds of tools to fight the invaded infection or else the virus, or it can be any bacteria or a worm. When a foreign particle enters into a body, the immune system gets alert. It's like something, okay, when we talk about the olden days king's reign or king's rule, so we have guards and soldiers guarding the empire. That is our immune system. So when an intrusion happens or when an invasion happens, the guards alert all the co-guards and they will just be precautionary, trying to find out who has invaded us and how the invasion has happened, whether they just came through what medium, so how they entered into our castle. They'll be trying to analyze and trying to understand it. After they understand, they will try to fight back. So say for an example, like a list of foreign people, they have entered into a castle, so these soldiers will try to fight them back, either to chase away or else to kill them. The same way, our human body also will try to fight back. That is called the immune system, which will be trying to first understand how it had entered, where the infection has happened, and then it will try to fight back and cure it. So this is the baseline of it. So when coming to human body, in our blood we have multiple particles like RBCs, WBCs. So those take care of the action and they will be trying to fight against the foreign particle that has been invaded into our body. Now, how does this vaccine play a vital role in it? For example, if you are going to go for a war, country A and country B, okay, whenever they have declared war against these two countries, they will prepare several strategies how we can fight, how we can attack, how we can capture. On the other hand, the other country who is getting attacked, they will be like how to prevent, how to be precaution, how to chase them and make them run back or run away. The same technique our human body uses. So when I mention about an immobilized virus or else just the memory of collected particles of a virus is being injected into our body, it is just like an invasion. So now the information is passed to all the cells of the body that an invasion has happened. So when you take a vaccine, obviously the collected dead viruses is being entered into your body. Now all the cells gets alerted. Okay, some particle or some foreign particle has entered into our body. They will try to understand how to first safeguard our existing system, that is our safeguard our existing immune system and our human body. On top of that, as a second step, they will try to understand how to fight back or how to destroy it. So it's destroy in the sense all the particles which I mentioned, like the WBCs, RBCs, they will be creating like T lymph, B lymph, and macrophages. So those are all biological terms. On the other hand, they will be trying to gather certain allies, and they will be trying to form as troops, trying to fight against the invaded foreign particle. So what obviously happens is those WBCs or RBCs which are into our body, they will digest the leftover virus particles which has been injected, and they will try to understand and study how this can be destroyed. It will take several weeks or it can be up to several days depending upon our strength of the immune system. That is the reason why common people get fever. Fever is nothing but your immune system is trying to fight against a foreign particle that has been entered into your body. Okay, that's the basic science. So you don't have to get panic. So when you get a fever, you got infected or something is happening into your body. Obviously, yes, you got infected. Immune system is trying to fight, and that is the reason you get cold or fever. Max to max, those who take vaccines, it will be not lasting for a couple of days. Now, when the injected virus particle is being into your body, as I mentioned, the WBCs and RBCs will try to eat up, digest, understand the information, how it has been entered, and they will be sending all the information to each and every cell of our body. So that information will be stored in our DNA. So again, that information will be passed on to our children, grandchildren, and so on. So each of their DNA also will be having the information stored in it. So now the WBCs and RBCs will be having an instruction. Okay, so this is how an invasion happened, and successfully they have destroyed the virus and they have just fought against it and they have won the battle. Now that information again also will be sent to each and every cell of the body. For example, after taking a vaccine, if you are really getting infected by coronavirus, now already you have won the battle previously. Now it is just something, a powerful virus being injected, or it is just entering to your body through your nose. Now, since already we have the information stored in our cells and DNA, you already have the rules and regulations like how to fight back, and that immune system will try to fight back the same strategy, and again it kills or it just destroys the coronavirus. So this is how the vaccine works. Let's get into the second phase, different types of vaccine. So as of now, we have 3 different types of vaccine. The first form of vaccine is called mRNA vaccine, which is nothing but M stands for memory RNA. As like we have DNA, we also have RNA. So the memory of the RNA is being injected into our body. It's again a different memory of a virus or a different particle of the virus that is being injected, which is called as mRNA vaccine. Again, the same step works in terms of fighting back and destroying. Second is called protein subunit vaccine. And again, from the word we can understand this is just the particles of protein that is in the virus being detached and again injected into our body as a vaccine. Third, which is the most common thing, or else which is the most common vaccine, is called as the vector vaccine. Vector is nothing but it is just like a stick figure. Vector, if we just Google vector images, we'll get stick figure images. So which is nothing but just a replica or else just a stick figure of the existing corona vaccine is just been derivated, and all the informations will be passed on into our body. Now the same old system, whatever type or whatever variety of vaccine is being injected into our body will try to understand what virus is that, how it entered, how do we fight. It will prepare for a battle, and finally after days or after weeks it will definitely 99% it will win the battle. That is why we send the vaccines as a dummy virus or else as a particles of virus that is being injected. And once after the battle is won, the information is sent to each and every DNA and the cells of our human body. The information is being cascaded to our children and grandchildren. Say for an example, after a decade or after decades of years, if the coronavirus is something returning, our body by default will have those information stored into the cells and DNA. With those information, it will try to recollect and it will try to fight back. That develops the immune system and it will finally win the battle. That's how the vaccines play a vital role. I will quickly share a simple tabular column which I have just developed on an Excel sheet. That will give you an understanding. As you can see on the screen, depending on the types of viruses, we have the different vaccines around the world. So I have just taken the top 6 vaccines that have been commonly used across the most popular countries. First, we spoke about mRNA based. Okay, under that Pfizer and Moderna comes into it. So these two are not applicable in India. You need to take 2 doses. I'll tell you at the last why do we need to take 2 doses, or what is the difference between a single dose and a multi-dose vaccine. So for Pfizer, the first dose and the second dose, between them the timestamp is 21 days. So after you take the first dose of Pfizer, after 21 days you'll have to take the second dose. And next, under mRNA base, we have Moderna. Again, it is not applicable in India and it is not available in India as well. So the timestamp between the first dose and the second dose is 28 days. Now the second form of vaccine is protein subunit vaccine, under which Covaxin comes into it. So Covaxin is something which is very famous in India and it is also again developed by India. We have to take the second dose after 28 days. Now finally we have the third type of vaccine, which is called as the vector based vaccine, under which Covishield, Sputnik V and Johnson & Johnson, these 3 come into picture. So Johnson & Johnson is a single dose vaccine. There is no second dose for it. But for Covishield, we have a second dose, but the timestamp between these 2 vaccines is 84 days. It is like considered one of the most powerful vaccine in India when compared to Covaxin. That is the reason we have increased the timestamp, which is 84 days. Next, we have the Sputnik V, which is developed in Russia, and we got an information circulating in the news by end of June, India will be getting Sputnik V. And again, this is a 2-dose vaccine, and the timestamp between these 2 is 28 days. Now coming back to the final part, why do we need 2 doses of vaccine? Okay, the first dose, which is just building up the information, it will try to fight against how the infection is being spread, and it will store all the information. So say for an example, we have a dilute or just a light form of a virus that is been injected. It will try to understand the strategy. Now the second dose will be like something little bit of heavy. So now a heavy dose of a virus is being sent. Again, that is an immobilized virus. It is not effective. A heavy dose is being injected. Now, since you already have the information in your body, now the battle will be very easy. You don't have to fight for several days or several weeks. Since the information is already stored, be it a different form now that is being injected, the battle will be simple. The immune system will try to fight and it will destroy the virus very easily. If this is a different form, this information also will be stored in the DNA, and also it will be sent to different cells of the body. I mean each and every cells of the human body. Say for an example, so we have different types of examination, right? Quarterly examination, half yearly examination, annual examination, which is nothing but quarterly is something mild. Half yearly is something just the half of the syllabus we will be trying to understand. Finally, we have the annual exam. You have the whole syllabus, the whole book. You will try to understand, you will try to study, and you will try to write it in your examination. The same concept, we have different doses of vaccine. So first it will be mild, you will try to understand, fight, win. Second, you have the final thing, the final dose. You will try to understand, fight, and again you'll have to win. It will be easy. Any people above the age of 40 or 45, and if they have any ailments like heart attack or any breathing issues, it is recommended consult with your family doctor and check which vaccine is suitable for your body, and then you can try to get vaccinated. So that's about COVID vaccine, how a vaccination work, and the different types of vaccine and the 2 doses of vaccine. So this is something which I wanted to share because initially even I was hesitant to take a vaccine. Since that I understood how the vaccination works and what is the use of it and what is the actual meaning behind it, I wanted to share this information to you all. I hope this will be informative to you, which can add some knowledge to us. I hope you enjoyed this video and it was more informative to you, and I hope you had liked it. And finally, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon. Please stay tuned for more videos from me. Signing off, Prince Solomon, Two Wheels Travel Wanderer. Thank you. Stay safe.